FC Barcelona's season is shaping up to be one of their most exciting in recent memory. Having already secured one trophy this season, the Catalans are fighting for three more, sitting atop the La Liga table, advancing to the UEFA Champions League round of 16, and currently in the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey. With just a few months left before the season concludes, Barcelona's ambitions have never been higher, but they face a series of crucial tests that will determine whether they can achieve their lofty goals. It's been a season full of twists and turns for FC Barcelona, but one thing is for certain: they are on a roll. After a tumultuous few years, the club has found its footing under the guidance of German manager Hansi Flick. The team's resurgence is undeniable, and with Barcelona sitting at the top of La Liga, their fans have every reason to believe that this could be the year they reclaim their dominance in Spanish football. In addition to their league success, Barcelona has made it to the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League and has reached the Copa del Rey semi-finals. The Blaugrana are one of only a handful of clubs still competing for all three major trophies this season. It's a feat that speaks volumes about the quality of the squad and the tactical discipline instilled by Flick since his appointment as head coach. One of the most exciting moments of Barcelona's season came just last night in the first leg of their Copa del Rey semi-final against Atletico Madrid. The match was a thrilling 4-4 draw at the Camp Nou, a result that perfectly encapsulated the high-paced, dramatic nature of Spanish football. Barcelona's attack looked potent, creating several scoring opportunities, but defensive vulnerabilities were exposed once again. Atletico Madrid, always a dangerous side under Diego Simeone, made the most of Barcelona's defensive fragility, and the match ended in a dramatic draw. While the result was a disappointment for Barcelona, especially considering their home advantage, it also highlighted some important lessons for manager Hansi Flick. Despite the defensive concerns, Flick remains steadfast in his belief that Barcelona's attacking and defensive strategy under his guidance is the right approach. The team is playing with an aggressive, high-pressing style, and while this has yielded excellent results in attack, it also comes with certain risks in defense. Flick has acknowledged these weaknesses but has made it clear that he won't abandon his tactical vision. Instead, he plans to refine and improve the team's defensive setup as the season progresses. As the season enters its decisive phase, with crucial matches on the horizon in La Liga, the Champions League, and the Copa del Rey, Flick has already identified his preferred starting lineup and has made it clear that there will be fewer rotations from here on out. Barcelona is nearing the business end of the campaign, with just one more Copa del Rey semi-final leg, 13 La Liga matches, and potentially up to 7 Champions League fixtures if they make it all the way to the final. In light of these demanding fixtures, Flick has decided to rely on his core players for the remainder of the season. While some rotation will be necessary to manage the team's workload, Flick is committed to maintaining a stable and consistent lineup. He believes that this stability will give Barcelona the best chance of competing for all three titles. As a result, squad players will get their minutes when needed, but there will be minimal changes to the starting 11 unless injuries, suspensions, or other unforeseen circumstances dictate otherwise. This decision is particularly important for the defenders, where Flick has made some clear choices about his preferred center-back pairing. The manager is set to stick with Pau Cubarsi and Íñigo Martinez as his first-choice center-backs for the remainder of the season, and this partnership has become the cornerstone of Barcelona's defensive setup. Flick's decision to stick with Cubarsi and Martinez in central defense has raised some eyebrows, especially given the presence of other top defenders in the squad, such as Ronald Araujo and Eric Garcia. However, for Flick, Cubarsi and Martinez are the two players who best fit the tactical demands of his advanced defensive line. One of the key features of Flick's system is his high defensive line, which requires center-backs who can read the game well, make quick decisions, and cover large spaces. In Cubarsi and Martinez, Flick has two defenders who excel in these areas. Martinez, with his experience and leadership qualities, has been a rock at the back, while Cubarsi, with his strong positioning and ability to play out from the back, has impressed in recent months. Together, they form a partnership that provides stability and reliability at the heart of Barcelona's defense. This was evident in the recent 4-4 draw against Atletico Madrid, where Barcelona's high defensive line was exposed, but it was also clear that Cubarsi and Martinez were the two defenders who were most comfortable with the tactical demands of the system. Even with Atletico's potent counter-attacks and Barcelona's defensive frailties on the night, these two players stood out as the most composed and reliable at the back. With Cubarsi and Martinez firmly entrenched as the starting center-backs, the future of Ronald Araujo at Barcelona has come into question. The Uruguayan international has been one of the club's best defenders in recent seasons, but with Flick's preference for Cubarsi and Martinez, Araujo's role in the team has been significantly reduced. Araujo has played just 22 minutes across Barcelona's last 5 matches, and his involvement has been minimal. While Araujo is undoubtedly a talented defender with a bright future, his limited minutes under Flick suggest that he may be pushed into a rotational role moving forward. This is a significant shift for a player who has been a regular starter for Barcelona in recent seasons. Given that Araujo only recently signed a new contract with the club, his lack of playing time could be a point of contention. The centre-back may have to accept his reduced role for the time being, but whether this situation will lead him to reconsider his future at Barcelona remains to be seen. Araujo's desire for more regular first-team football could lead to a difficult decision for both him and the club. While Flick's tactical approach has been largely successful, it has come at the cost of some player dissatisfaction. Araujo's situation is a case in point, as the manager's decision to prioritize Cubarsi and Martinez may leave the Uruguayan wondering about his long-term prospects at Barcelona. However, with so many crucial matches ahead, Araujo could still play an important role as a rotation option, and injuries or suspensions could see him feature more frequently in the coming months. The upcoming fixtures are crucial for Barcelona's title hopes, and with Flick's tactics firmly in place, the Catalans will need to iron out their defensive weaknesses and continue their potent attacking play if they hope to achieve success. Barcelona's high-intensity style of play has served them well this season, but they must remain disciplined and continue to improve, especially at the back, if they are to secure the silverware they crave. With a fixed starting 11, fewer rotations, and a clear tactical vision, Barcelona's title challenge is in full swing. The next few months will be decisive for the club's future, and fans will be hoping that Hansi Flick's approach will lead them to glory. Will they capture all 3 trophies and cement their place as Europe's elite, or will they fall short in the final moments? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the journey ahead will be a thrilling one for Barcelona.